Welcome to HFM Auto Body. We are going to be taking some dents out of this BMW 328i iX, and they're hard to see right now, but you see in the hood the way the light is reflecting off of the hood. There are some different waves. You can see this one that's coming in right here. You can see how it's not consistent. If this hood was straight, you'll see over here, as I move, that rectangle is pretty much consistent. It gets larger and smaller, but this one here has the shape deforms. Okay, so there's a dent. You can see the dent is sort of right there. Another one over here. Let's see, right there. And that's probably the largest one of all of them. You can see how the light is kind of just wrapping around, and that's pointing out that there is a imperfection there. So the first thing we're going to do is get the paint code. I want to make sure that this is something that we can mix here at the school. So I will be bringing you over to where the codes are. Okay, so this is where a lot of the vehicles will have the paint code either on this door jamb here or on the door itself. So this one here is all the information. It gives you the year, the model. So the year is right here, and that is 4/13. So this is a 2013 vehicle. The model is a 328i. Now this is all-wheel drive, so it's an iX. This label has the VIN, which is this long series of letters and numbers here, but it does not have the paint code. Often the paint code will be, if it's on this label, it'll be like right in this section right here. This one doesn't have that, so I'm going to take you to the hood. All right, so this is under the hood of the BMW. Many times they will put the codes and the information on a strut tower or just off the strut tower. It's not happening on this vehicle because you can see that they're right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to look for this one right here. Let me see if I can zoom in there. All right, so this is BMW Alpenweiss number 3. Right here, it says 300 and 0, 300-0. So 300 is the code for Alpenweiss. This is a white color. It's been used on cars from up to 2021, more than likely starting in the 90s. So this is a color that's been on so many vehicles. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this hood, and from this area right here, right around here, up along this body line, and over here, we're probably going to be knocking out some dents. Now I see there's some dents, like this one here. It's an inward dent. Oh, let me see. Right here is an inward dent. Okay, so that dent's in. There's one here, hard to see, but let me see if I. Okay, you see how the light, the rectangle of light is not being consistent there. That's an outward dent right where my finger is. And let's see if I can find this one. Same thing right here. You're going to see that the light reflecting around that just doesn't want to happen. Okay, so we have that one right there. All right, so those are two outward dents here and here. The inward dent here, and then there's just a series of ugly soft dents. There's another dent right here, and then this is just buckled, this area right here. Okay, so we're going to have to work this out. I do see some dents back here. You can see how the light dances around that one. It's right, you can see it right there, just the corner of that rectangle gets askew. And I think that I saw another one over here. So we've got quite a few dents. This is a steel hood. A lot of times BMW will be using a aluminum hood. So my first step to get this hood ready for work is to wipe it down with wax and grease remover. Okay, so we have everything set up here to do a wipe down on the hood. And the reason for this is we want to get any waxes, any impurities, anything that's going to mess our paint, the repair of this, we're going to take that off. So this car was probably waxed. It was just sold to this gentleman that owns it. So it was probably waxed. It probably has some little bit of oil film from the road. Maybe it has some tar or tree sap. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our wax and grease remover. Now there's many ways that you can do it. There's a right and a wrong way. Okay? I don't just spray the hood and wipe it off. You have to use 2 rags, okay? One's going to stay dry, one's going to be saturated with the wax and grease remover. All right, so this is wetting up the towel. All right, so my towel is nice and damp with the wax and grease remover. So what I'll do is I'll start in this section. Okay? I'm going to start in this lower right section and just wipe it on, and then with the dry towel wipe it off. Okay, I'm just going to keep doing like about a foot square area. Do the same thing, wipe on, wipe off. So now what's happening is the wax and grease remover is taking off any impurities, anything that's going to give us a problem as we do the repair. We don't want to just keep moving, say like wax or grease or anything around the hood and burying it into the paint itself when we use the grinder or sander. So what we're going to do is just remove it. It's going to make the job a lot better. You're not going to have issues with it later on. This hood, just noticed right now, has an oil can. If you look, the sheet metal just keeps going in and out when I put pressure on it. You might be able to see it with the squares of lights, and when I press on a spot, it goes in and out like an oil can would. All right, so this side is all wiped down. It's about, you can see how much stuff is coming off on the rags. All right, so keep turning your rag so you're getting a clean surface. If you have to re-wet it, please re-wet it. All right, while I'm doing this, I'm also feeling and noticing other little dents in this hood. So this hood's peppered with small dents. I'm going to put a little more wax and grease remover on the paper or the towel. These are soft towels. You don't want to use anything that's too harsh. All right, so I'm going to do this side, and then we're going to take our first step into the repair. I'm going to